Do you find yourself making decisions to do things in your life, like maybe watch a show or decide on a hobby, because part of you deep down wants someone to acknowledge you? So recently I came across a poster who said that they find themselves living their life or making decisions in their life because, in a way, they want to connect and reach out to other people and wanting them to kind of acknowledge them or validate them. For example, they are watching a show because in the back of their mind they could talk to other people about it, or they decide to do a hobby because they want other people to be impressed by their skills, etc. This is something that I'm no stranger to. Now I'm able to get myself to do something for my own personal sake. And I'm very proud and excited about what I do, even when no one else acknowledge me. But just even 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I was in a position like that. I used to have a calligraphy business, and it started basically because of me going onto Instagram one time, and someone was talking about how they are a wedding calligrapher, and I was looking at their work, and I said, I can do better than that. And that was how my calligraphy journey started. It Within 9 months, I got really great at my own calligraphy skills. I was able to start teaching people, and I even got into engraving, doing work for brands like Guerlain, like Dior. And yet, at the same time, a part of me was like, because I was so judgmental of other people, in a way, I was also judging myself. There was a war between me. Part of me was I wanted other people to be very impressed by my work, to say, wow, Claudia, look at your stuff. You're so good at it. Or like, oh, wow, you're so good. Can you teach me? And the other part is because I was so judgmental of other people, so judgmental of myself, that I went down the hard criticism where I became really unmotivated to do anything. Because at the end of the day, I was just seeking validation outside of me, wanting other people to acknowledge me. And I had a very tough time acknowledging myself. That was where it all came from, the not enoughness, the wanting other people to validate and compliment me. And so I was really lucky to stumble upon self development work, the inner journey. It was through this thing that I learned more about myself, of how I got to where I was. And even it took years. It took years for me to be proud of what I'm doing, to come on, even on here on videos, to create content for the sole purpose of just expressing myself. I'm not criticizing myself, of just sharing my what's on my mind, my interests, even when other people don't reach out to me to say, hey, I love what you're doing, or even if they say, hey, Claudia, you're so good at it. Like, I have to really separate those two things in my head. It took me a long time, through my mentors working with me, through my own healing and all of that. It took a while, and yet it is so liberating, because I'm not saying I'm there yet, and yet I can say, hey, I'm super proud of where I am right now, because look at me like a while back and look at me right now. I am so proud of how far I've come, and I am so um, loving toward myself, whether I say the right thing, whether I say the wrong thing. I am learning to, I'm in a spot where I can love myself for who I am, love myself for what I share, and it's still, and at the same time, I'm still doing this work. And so, if let's say you're in the same spot, and you're like, Claudia, how do I go about doing this? Here is one exercise that I can share with you. Actually, there are two steps to this exercise. Step one is to give yourself some time, give yourself maybe 15, 30 minutes to just sit down to really ask yourself, hey, what do I want to do for me? What interests do I have for me? What is something that is fun for me to do? So list out 5 things that you want to do for yourself, even if you don't get to share it with other people. And you're not allowed to share it with other people. This is only for you. So list those 5 things out, even if for the rest of your life you're not going to share with other people. What are those 5 things? And after you've written those 5 things, and then the next day you come back to it, and then you say, to look at the list again, find out which one is the most fun for you to try, and then pick that one item. Then for the next 100 days, you're going to do that thing. Set a timer, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, just to do that thing. Even for 5 minutes, just to do that thing. Step 2 is to track the 100 days that you do it. Track it, and hopefully you can do it consecutively, but if not consecutively, do it for 100 times. And each time track it, and each tracking, you're going, so once you've done that thing, you say check off, I did this thing, and then spend 5 to 10 minutes to just sit in the appreciation energy, to say, wow, this session sucked and I got really frustrated, but look, I have done it. I did it for me, and I did it solely for my own benefit. I did it because it's fun for me. And I love you, Claudia. I'm so proud of you, Claudia. Look how far you've come, Claudia. And I can't wait until I do this again, Claudia. Just sit in that celebration energy, loving energy for 5 to 10 minutes. And you track it for 100 days. And you want to also reward yourself. So maybe every 5 times or 10 times, you give yourself a little reward. Like, oh, I'm going to get myself some ice cream, or I'm going to watch a show that I really love. So give yourself reward, make it fun, track it, and by the 100 days, see how it feels for you. And this is how we become very proud of our own work. And I'm also doing the same thing. And each time I'm tracking it, I'm also celebrating myself. And it's hard. It's very difficult to do that thing, because I'm like, oh, I don't care. It's like, so what? I did it. But for other people, when other people look at you, it's impressive. It's just our brain tends to shit on ourselves. And so we have to learn to rewire all this internal dialogue so that we get to celebrate us. So this is the part where we learn to celebrate and love ourselves, and to applaud ourselves, and to cheer ourselves on. So give that a try, and I would love to hear your progress. That's it from me from today. Until next time.